Why does Kissy Missy actually help us in Chapter 2? Even though she's built exactly like Huggy Wuggy, most people think she's just the good version of Huggy, but their connection runs deeper. Despite having the same terrifying build, Kissy Missy silently helps us instead of attacking us. But why not attack us? First, Kissy Missy asks you to like and subscribe, or else she will visit you tonight. Now, while Huggy and Kissy look identical, their personalities were engineered for a specific purpose. Huggy Wuggy was built to be aggressive, but Kissy Missy was designed to be his docile counterpart. She was not built to attack us. Instead, she was created specifically to calm Huggy Wuggy down whenever he becomes violent. Did you notice the gruesome fate of PJ Pugapillar in Chapter 3? Even though Mommy Longlegs spared him after we cheated in the statues game back in Chapter 2, his luck eventually ran out. When we reach the next chapter, we can see PJ's body in the monument Catnap built for the prototype. But who was actually responsible for his brutal end? PJ Pugapillar wants you to like and subscribe, or else he will be sad in your room tonight. Well, the evidence points to an execution by Catnap, who likely hunted PJ down to complete his unholy shrine. But we know there were multiple PJ Pugapillars created in the factory. This means the body on the shrine might just be a duplicate, and real PJ we encountered to still be alive. But who actually is the silliest character in all of Poppy Playtime? People always talk about the cleverness of the prototype, but they never mention the characters who made the biggest mistakes. The factory is full of epic moments, but who actually takes the crown for being the silliest? First, Mommy Longlegs asks you to like and subscribe, or else she'll be super sad. Well, we might think it's Catnap for not finishing us off instantly, or Mommy Longlegs for letting us win her games before attacking, but the real winner might actually be us, the player. We received a mysterious letter from a factory where everyone went missing, walked right inside, and followed Poppy's instructions for 5 chapters without any doubts. We've been doing the prototype's work for him this whole time. Can anyone really be more silly than us? Why didn't Mommy Longlegs kill PJ like the others? In Chapter 2, she brutally ended Bunzo Bunny and the Mini Huggy for failing to stop the player, but PJ simply disappears. Every toy in the game station is tasked with stopping the player from winning, but PJ relentlessly chases us through the game until the very end, then disappears. But if you see Mommy Longlegs in your room tonight, it's because you haven't liked, subscribed, and commented WPJ. Actually, the reason PJ survives comes down to Mommy Longlegs' strict rules. During the chase, Mommy Longlegs screams,
I asked you to play fair, and you cheated!
Mommy Longlegs couldn't punish PJ because he never actually failed the task. PJ was saved because the player cheated to win. Did you know Craftycorn might be the scariest member of the Smiling Critters? Craftycorn appears to be a shy unicorn who really loves to draw, but her cardboard reveals a dark secret behind her personality. She's looking for the perfect red, and she'll do anything to get it. But Craftycorn asks that you like and subscribe, or else she will ask you for her art supplies. Well, if we listen to her cardboard lines, Craftycorn repeatedly begs for red paint and getting more aggressive. Eventually, Craftycorn accuses someone for hiding the red color. Then we hear this. Craftycorn most likely attacked another toy to get the red paint, or maybe their blood as the red paint. Why did Mommy Longlegs actually attack us in Poppy Playtime? Back in Chapter 2, Mommy Longlegs let us play her 3 games for us. If we survive, we can actually get the train code we need to escape. We survived all those 3 games, but suddenly she snaps and starts chasing us down instead. Most players think she's just being mean, but the reason she turns into a rage mode is because of a misunderstanding. And then, Mommy Longlegs started crying, and it's because you haven't liked and subscribed. Actually, the reason why Mommy Longlegs became aggressive was she felt betrayed. The game with PJ Pugapillar was broken, forcing us to find a different way out. Mommy Longlegs thought we were cheating since we never went to her for the train code. We're being chased for breaking her rules. What if the blocked-off toy store in Chapter 3 was supposed to be the most terrifying boss fight in Poppy Playtime? While Playcare lets us explore the school and the playhouse, the toy store remains mysteriously blocked off by debris. Most players think it's random, but if we use mods to enter Toy Store, there might be a chilling secret inside. And this cute Kissy Missy asks that you like and subscribe, or else she will be very sad. Now, inside the toy store, we can see the models of Kissy Missy in a T-pose and Catnap standing there. This means that the toy store wasn't just scenery. It could probably be designed as a boss stage where we fight both Kissy Missy and Catnap. In Chapter 3 of Poppy Playtime, Miss Delight's face is completely ripped away, leaving a jagged, permanent smile. But do you know the shocking truth of what actually happened to her? Behind that creepy, shattered smile is a story that most players completely miss. If Miss Delight smiles at you from the corner of your room, it's because you haven't liked, subscribed, and commented. Anyway, there weren't just 1, but 8 different Miss Delight sisters in the factory. To eliminate them, Catnap locked them all inside the school with no food, forcing them to fight one another. The version we encounter is the sole survivor of that brutal massacre, the one who murdered her own sisters just to stay alive. What will happen if Lily Lovebraids and Catnap finally met face to face? In the game, these two are kept in completely separate sectors. But what if a hidden vent connected their rooms? Now, if Catnap appears in your room, it's because you haven't liked, subscribed, and commented meow. Well, in this fan-made video, we can have Lily saving us at the end as Catnap attacks us. And then, this happens next. Why is Dog Day's leg actually missing in Poppy Playtime? When we finally discover the leader of the smiling critters chained beneath the playhouse, his lower half is completely gone. While most players assume Catnap simply ripped him apart, the reality is far more disturbing. And if Catnap appears in your room, it's because you haven't liked, subscribed, and commented poor Dog Day. Actually, Dog Day was the only toy who refused to worship the prototype. Catnap sees this as betrayal and ensured his suffering was slow. Dog Day was locked away while his lower half was slowly devoured piece by piece by the mini smiling critters, his friends. So why didn't Huggy Wuggy attack the player the second they entered the factory in Chapter 1? When the player first entered the lobby, Huggy Wuggy is standing perfectly still like a massive display, leading most players to assume he was just a harmless statue. However, Chapter 5 finally reveals the chilling psychological reason behind his behavior. But if you see Huggy Wuggy staring at you, it's because you haven't liked and subscribed. Well, from Huggy Wuggy's POV, we learned that he played a lot with Miss Gracie. The game's rules were simple. When the music plays, he moves, but when it stops, he must freeze under a light. When the player walked in, there was no music and a beam of light was shining on Huggy Wuggy, which meant he's not allowed to move. He was just playing the game, but of course, the game ended and this happened next. What if the prototype isn't actually hunting us, but is actually hiring us? We all think of him as the main villain blocking our escape, but a secret from Chapter 1 tells a different story. The letter that lured us back to the factory likely wasn't from Poppy at all. If we look at the recent music video, the prototype is the one painting those flower symbols, the same ones found in your invitation. But why did he invite us? For that, the prototype asks you to like and subscribe, or else he will be visiting tonight. Well, the prototype wanted a janitor to clean up his mess. Huggy Wuggy, Mommy Longlegs, and Doughy were rivals he couldn't control, so he used us to take them out. We were performing a hit job so the prototype could harvest their parts. Now, is the player ever a hero or just the prototype's most useful toy? Is Giblet actually teaming up with Lily Lovebraids in Chapter 6 of Poppy Playtime? Recently, Lily Lovebraids took over Mob Entertainment's official account where she posted a picture with our supposed-to-be ally, Giblet, but Lily was supposed to be dead and Giblet was supposed to be our ally. So why are they together? And if Giblet appears in your room, it's because you haven't liked, subscribed, and commented. Anyway, the photo just proves that Lily Lovebraids is alive. This happened too when the dead doctor took over Mob's YouTube account. He eventually returned to the game. The selfie confirms Lily is back, but this time with Giblet by her side. Lily also calls him a potential new friend, and he seems happy in the photo too. Will he be the next big villain?